Hello and welcome to Video Jug. We're going to show you how to make challah, a wonderfully soft and rich Jewish yeast bread. Step 1. You will need the following ingredients to serve 6 to 8 people. 500 grams of flour, 40 grams of sugar, 1 tablespoon of honey, 1 egg, 25 grams of instant yeast, 200 millilitres of lukewarm water, 60 grams of butter at room temperature, 7 grams of salt, 1 egg beaten with 1 tablespoon of milk, some sesame or poppy seeds, and a little flour for dusting. Here is a handy list of the ingredients. You will also need the following utensils: a large bowl, a knife, a baking tray lined with parchment paper, a plastic bag, and finally a brush. Step 2. Begin the dough. To the mixing bowl, add the flour, the sugar, the salt, the honey, the yeast, the butter, the egg, and the water. Mix it together first with a spoon, and then with your hands. You can use a damp towel under the bowl to prevent it from moving. Continue to knead the dough using the heel of your hand for about 7 minutes. If you like, you can remove it from the bowl to knead on a table, just as our chef is doing. If you prefer, you can also use an electric mixer instead of mixing by hand. Step 3. Let it rise. The dough will change its texture, becoming smooth and shiny with a medium soft consistency. After this occurs, form it into a ball and put it back in the bowl. Now cover the bowl with a plastic bag and allow the dough to rise for 1.5 to 2 hours, or until it's doubled in size. At the end of that time, it should look like this. Step 4. Portion the dough. Once the dough is ready, punch the air out while it's still in the bowl. Next, carefully collect the dough, separating it from the sides of the bowl. Now sprinkle your workspace with a little flour. Shape the dough into one log and let it rest for a minute or 2. Finally, cut it into 6 roughly even portions. Step 5. Roll and shape. Take one portion of the dough and roll it into one long snake-like log, starting at its middle and working outwards. Repeat until all 6 portions have been rolled in this manner. Now, lay 3 of the logs beside each other and join them together at one end. Take one of the outside logs and carefully twist it, placing it into the middle. Take the other outside strand and place that into the middle, making a nice braided knot. Make sure it's tight, but not tight enough to stretch the dough. Continue this braiding motion until you reach the end of the logs. Now trim each of the ends and place it onto the baking tray. Repeat this action with the remaining 3 logs. Also place this one onto the baking tray. Now cover the dough again in a plastic bag and allow it to rise until it doubles in size, or leave it for about 30 minutes. If you would prefer only one large loaf, you can just divide the dough into 3 portions instead of 6. Step 6. Preheat the oven. Set your oven to 180 degrees centigrade or gas mark 4. Step 7. Brush with egg wash. Using the brush, coat the challah with the egg wash and sprinkle them with sesame seeds or poppy seeds. Step 8. Bake. Place the challah in the oven and bake for about 20 to 30 minutes. Step 9. Remove and serve. When a deep golden brown, remove the challah from the oven. The mouth-wateringly inviting smell of freshly baked bread will fill every corner of your kitchen. Some people add raisins to this recipe as well. It goes well with butter, cheese, and a number of other toppings. And that's how to make challah the video jug way. Enjoy!